Okay, so today we're going to talk about writing and graphing compound inequalities. So write and solve an inequality for each sentence. So if we're talking about a sentence and an inequality, that means there's going to be a greater than, a less than, greater than or equal to, or a less than or equal to in each inequality. Okay, so let's break this apart. So it says 3 is less than a number, S and 4. So 3 is less than, meaning this right here is going to be less than everything else. So is less than. Now it doesn't say or equal to, so we're just going to put is less than a number S and 4. Now that looks like a 5, but it really is an S. Okay, so let's talk about number 2. 6 times a number. So 6 times a number, meaning we're taking 6 times a number. If we don't know what that number is, let's put an X there. So 6 times a number is at least, so here is your inequality, is at least 18. So we're comparing 6x to 18, meaning is at least 18 means it can be bigger than 18. So greater than or equal to 18, because it could be 18 as well. All right, let's look at question 3, the quotient of a number and 4. So quotient means we are dividing of a number and 4. So dividing two things. If we don't know what a number is, we're going to put an X there. So I'm dividing something, a number and 4. Is at most, okay, here's your inequality, is at most 8. So I'm comparing x over 4 is at most 8, meaning this over here can't be bigger than 8. So x over 4 is less than 8, and it cannot be 8. Okay, all right. So now let's talk about compound inequalities. So compound inequality is a inequality statement that includes more than one inequality. There are 2 different types of inequalities. Okay, and I want you to write this down. So if you have to pause it, pause it. So the 2 types of inequalities are going to be your and statements and your or statements. Okay, so the graph goes into each other in an and statement. So this is saying y is greater than 4 and less than or equal to 8. Notice when it's less than or equal to, it is filled in circle. When it is just y is greater than 4, it is an open circle, okay? All of your and statements will be shaded in the middle. All of your or statements will be shaded out, okay? All of the or statements are shaded out. So when we say this, we say A is less than -2 or A is greater than 6. Notice less than open circle, greater than also open circle. Okay, notice my smaller number, larger number, and the graphs go away from each other, meaning all of my answers are less than -2 or all of my answers are greater than 6, as opposed to all of the correct answers up here are greater than 4 and equal to or less than 8. So that is where your and statement comes in, and this is where your or statement is. This or that.